But again, Donald Trump does not really care about peace. Donald Trump does not really care about stability. Donald Trump cares about power. Donald Trump cares about business. And first and foremost, Donald Trump cares about himself. Donald Trump cares about the number one guy. And who's the number one guy? Donald Trump is the number one guy. Okay? Donald Trump does not care about anybody else. There's a very telling video that showcases just how much Donald Trump cares only about number one. You know about the recent shooting, right? About the recent ICE shooting. Do you know what Trump's opinion on that shooting is? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what, well, we're going to hear it from Trump's mouth, what his opinion on Alex Pretty assassination is. And it's as ridiculous and as shocking as you might expect from Donald Trump. Listen.
It's pretty unusual, but nobody knows when they saw the gun, how they saw the gun, everything else.
Nobody knows, even though we have video footage from several different angles. We literally have video footage from different angles showing when the gun was taken, how it was taken, how the victim was thrown to the ground after being gassed. We know all this. To go live and say we don't have information when this event has been extensively filmed. In fact, as far as I know, new footage has now been unearthed. New footage has surfaced from the shooting, right? New footage has surfaced now, giving us even more angles, giving us even more information about what happened. And Trump just blatantly comes out and says, yeah, we don't actually know. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened to the gun.
How they saw the gun, everything.
How they saw the gun, how they took the gun. Yes, we do. We have evidence of it, filmed by several people.
Yes. Bottom line, it was terrible. Both of them were terrible. The other was terrible too.
Oh, see, it was terrible. What a tragedy. But because I've watched this clip, he says that the first shooting was worse, that the first shooting upsets him more. And just try to guess why he thinks that the first shooting was worse. The woman in the car. Why he thinks that the first shooting was worse. Why is Trump more upset by the first shooting? I'm gonna show you. And when I say that Trump is a psychopath, I mean it. Okay, I mean it sincerely. Because only a psychopath could give such reasoning when it comes to why he thinks that the execution of a person by a federal officer is horrible. Listen to this.
And I'm not sure about his parents, but I know her parents were big Trump fans. Makes me feel bad anyway. But I mean, I guess you could say even worse. They were tremendous Trump people, Trump fans. And, you know, the daughter was, she was, I don't know if you could say radicalized, maybe not. I don't know. But I hate to see it. I hate to see that.
Yeah, the first shooting was much worse because you know what? The parents of the victim, you know, they're big Trump fans. They're big MAGA people. So, you know, it's very, very sad that the daughter of Trump fans was shot. You know, it's a very horrible event. And she was radicalized. And that's why she was shot, right? Because she was radicalized. Because once you oppose Trump's SA brown shirts, your life is forfeit at that point. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares, okay? You're a nurse that tries to help a person that was thrown to the ground. Well, you're going to be gassed, thrown to the ground yourself, and shot. After being disarmed, of course. This is insanity. The main criteria on whether or not a person's death is a horrible tragedy is whether or not the family of the victims were Trump supporters. Because that is all that matters. Everything is about Trump. No matter what the situation, no matter what the context, it's all about Trump's ego. It's all about how it affects Trump personally. It's all about his cult of personality. The people that worship Trump are more worthy of living, is what I'm hearing here. And what a thing to say as a president of the United States, who, again, it's his little army of thugs that is killing. He didn't say that it's unacceptable for ICE to be shooting civilians and US citizens. He did not say that. He just said that he actually very timidly, very passively justified what has happened here by saying, yeah, she was radicalized. It's horrible, but she was radicalized, as if there was any sort of proper explanation as to why she was shot. You know what? This is the president that we've got.
You bring up the term.
It's pretty unusual.
It's pretty unusual.
But nobody knows when they saw the gun.
You know, what happened to the guy is pretty unusual, which sadly enough with ICE, it is actually becoming increasingly more usual. In a very short span of time, 2 US citizens were shot. So is it really that unusual? I'm not sure anymore. Like, I'm just waiting. I'm just expecting at this point that another shooting will happen. I will not be surprised if in very near future another shooting will take place. Because unlike what Trump says, I don't think it's that unusual that a band of untrained thugs harassing people will make that sort of thing, will do that sort of thing, will shoot somebody. I don't think it's that unusual, considering the whole context about ICE. Which, by the way, I have to repeat this once again, ICE is not police. ICE is not supposed to be arresting citizens. ICE is not supposed to be fighting protests. ICE is supposed to be, technically speaking, on paper, investigating into who is or is not undocumented in the United States, who is an undocumented immigrant. That's it. Anything that is not that is not their job. But suddenly we see ICE doing all sorts of things, entering people's homes, which in a private memo, ICE agents have received instructions that they do not need a warrant to enter people's homes, to enter private property. ICE is being given a level of power that it should absolutely not have, and as far as I know, legally does not have, and yet is being actively defended by Donald Trump and his administration. So yeah, I guess as long as your family members are, you can take solace in the fact that as long as your family members are Trump supporters, Trump will feel sorry for your death when an ICE officer will shoot you.